Welcome back everyone. We will implement Bootstrap cards in this tutorial, which will help give a professional look to the client details view. In the last tutorial, we saw how to retrieve the details info of a specific client from the list view of clients. We will now implement Bootstrap cards in the client's details info. So let's take a look at the card components from the official Bootstrap documentation. The card link should be inside the components menu. Yes, look, here is the card link. So let's see what card components are available and which card would be right for us to implement. You see, there are many types of card components here. It seems we've found a card that suits our needs. We can use this card component, but you can use any other card if you want. So let's copy this code base. For now, let's paste the copied code here. Now let's check if the card is showing up in our project or not. Reload the web browser and see the changes. Yes, you see our card component is showing. So let's arrange to represent our client's data inside this card. I think the client's full name should be shown in the card header. So copy and replace it with featured. Now let's pass the email field data to the card title. So let's copy it again and replace it with the special title treatment title in the card title. Now enter the remaining field data inside the card text section. So let's use copy-paste again. Let's delete all this text and paste the phone field here. I will bring in the remaining fields one by one with break tags. Copy both the city and created at fields. Paste these two copied fields here after the break tag. Now let's take a look at the output. Reload the web browser and notice the change. Look, our client's data is now showing on the card. Great. Let's delete this code. We don't need it anymore. Now let's look at the output again. You'll see that it's much clearer than before. Reload the browser and look at the output. Look, as I said, it looks pretty clear now. Let's do a random check. Just click to see the details of a randomly selected client from the list view, and here I am seeing the details info of that client. It is a good practice to have a habit of doing random checks like this. Although this is a fairly small project, it is a good idea to do random checks during development for large and complex projects. Not many developers do such checks, but it is good to do it. Now let's introduce a back button so that user can click on that back button to go to the home page. So to do that, use the Django tag inside the href tag and give the URL of the home page. Inside the Django tag, type URL, then inside the quotes, type home. Okay. Now let's see what our final output looks like. Reload the browser first, then click on a client from this list to view its details. Then click the back button. Try doing the same thing randomly. This is also part of checking. Actually, I give priority to this type of checking. Because if there is a very small problem and you ignore it, it becomes a big headache later. Because most of the time, I see that many people ignore very small problems thinking that they will fix them later and forget as usual, and when the development becomes quite big and complex, then those small problems come to the fore in a big way. So that's it for today. Our next tutorial is going to be more interesting. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Because more real-life project tutorials on machine learning, AI, deep learning, data analysis, and data engineering are coming very soon. Thank you for now, see you in our next tutorial.